Canelo Alvarez, the legendary four-division world champion, has once again proven why he's considered one of the greatest boxers in history. This time, the Mexican fighter defeated the undefeated Edgar Berlanga, adding another victory to his already impressive record of 62 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses in 66 fights. Canelo's unanimous decision victory over Berlanga further cemented his legacy, showcasing his technical brilliance and ability to adapt, learn, and grow in the ring. Edgar Berlanga, a 26-year-old rising star from Puerto Rico, entered the fight with high expectations. Known for his knockout power, Berlanga had built his reputation with 16 straight first-round knockouts in his first 16 fights. His impressive knockout streak earned him the nickname "The Chosen One." In the build-up to the fight, Berlanga repeatedly boasted that he would destroy Canelo Alvarez. Fans even heard him say, "Damn Canelo, damn Mexico," as he walked towards the ring on fight night, brimming with confidence. However, once the bell rang, it became clear that Canelo's experience and technical prowess would be more than enough to neutralize Berlanga's power. Canelo, who has faced and beaten many hard-hitting fighters, approached the bout with his typical calmness and precision. Berlanga, despite his early confidence, quickly found himself outmatched by Canelo's boxing intelligence. He had relied heavily on his power throughout his career, but against Canelo, that wasn't enough. The fight started with intensity, reflecting the national rivalry between Mexico and Puerto Rico. Berlanga, showing no respect for Canelo in the pre-fight press conferences, managed to win a few of the early rounds with his aggressive style. But the turning point came in the 6th round, when Canelo knocked Berlanga down with a devastating uppercut. It was the first time in Berlanga's career that he had been knocked down, and the crowd erupted in excitement. Many fans believed a knockout was imminent after the knockdown, but Berlanga showed resilience, recovering and surviving all 12 rounds. The knockdown was a wake-up call for the young fighter, and while he managed to keep going, he couldn't find an answer to Canelo's relentless body shots and calculated combinations. Canelo's bodywork was especially effective in wearing down his opponent, as Berlanga struggled to land his powerful punches. The fight took place at Las Vegas's T-Mobile Arena on Mexican Independence Day, adding extra significance to Canelo's performance. As always, Canelo was supported by a large contingent of Mexican fans who came to celebrate their national hero. The judges scored the fight 117-110, 115-112, and 115-112, all in favor of Canelo, giving him a well-deserved unanimous decision victory. This win extended Canelo's streak of victories and silenced any doubts about his abilities. Despite his age 33 years old, some critics had suggested that Canelo was in decline after his last few fights went the distance, but his dominant performance against Berlanga proved otherwise. Canelo showcased his experience and skill in neutralizing Berlanga's dangerous knockout power. Berlanga, despite his loss, gained some respect for surviving all 12 rounds, but it was clear that he wasn't ready for the elite level of competition that Canelo represents. Berlanga, who had been training under the guidance of famed trainer Ed Tapia, had promised his fans and himself that he would knock out Canelo in 6 rounds. However, Canelo's defense and ability to control the pace of the fight made that prediction impossible. Canelo's experience fighting power punchers like Gennady Golovkin and Sergey Kovalev allowed him to weather Berlanga's early aggression and slowly break him down with body shots. As the fight progressed, it became clear that Berlanga was growing frustrated. His power punches, which had worked so well against lesser opponents, were missing the mark or being blocked by Canelo's tight defense. By the middle rounds, Berlanga's energy began to fade, and Canelo capitalized on the openings, landing clean combinations to the body and head. Berlanga's lack of head movement made him an easy target for Canelo's precise punches, and by the later rounds, Berlanga was in survival mode, just trying to make it to the final bell. One of the most memorable moments of the fight came in the 9th round, when Canelo landed a sharp left hook that visibly stunned Berlanga. It was a testament to Berlanga's toughness that he didn't go down again, but he was clearly hurt. Canelo, sensing that his opponent was vulnerable, pressed forward, landing more shots to the body and head. Berlanga, to his credit, kept throwing punches, but his power was diminished, and Canelo easily blocked or slipped most of his shots. The final round saw Canelo completely in control of the fight. Berlanga's corner urged him to go for broke, knowing that he needed a knockout to win, but Canelo's experience in these situations showed. He remained calm, picking his shots and avoiding any unnecessary risks. In the 11th and 12th rounds, Canelo continued to punish Berlanga with uppercuts and hooks, forcing the younger fighter to backpedal and retreat. By the time the final bell rang, it was clear that Canelo had won decisively. Despite the loss, Berlanga did manage to enhance his reputation in some ways. Surviving 12 rounds with one of the greatest fighters in the world is no small feat, and many believe that with more experience, Berlanga could still have a bright future in the sport. He may not have lived up to the pre-fight hype, but his toughness and determination were on full display. As he walked out of the ring, bruised and battered, Berlanga told reporters that he would be back, stronger and more prepared. For Canelo, this victory was another chapter in his storied career. With 39 of his 62 wins coming by knockout, Canelo has long been known for his power, but it was his technical skills and ring IQ that won him this fight. Canelo has faced some of the best fighters of his generation, including Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto, and Gennady Golovkin, and his win over Berlanga only adds to his legacy. At 33, Canelo shows no signs of slowing down, and many believe that he still has several big fights left in him. After the fight, Canelo thanked his fans and his team for their support. "I knew Berlanga was a tough fighter, but I also knew that my experience would be the difference," Canelo said. "I'm proud to have retained my titles on such a special night for Mexico, and I'm looking forward to what's next." What's next for Canelo remains to be seen. There are several possible opponents on the horizon, including David Benavidez and Jermall Charlo. Both fighters have expressed interest in facing Canelo, and fans are eager to see how Canelo will match up against them. For now, though, Canelo is focused on celebrating his victory and enjoying the moment with his family and fans. Berlanga, meanwhile, will need to regroup and figure out his next move. He still has a lot of potential, but this loss showed that he has some weaknesses that need to be addressed. With the right adjustments and more experience, Berlanga could become a serious contender in the super middleweight division. But for now, he will have to accept that he was beaten by one of the best. In conclusion, Canelo Alvarez's victory over Edgar Berlanga was a masterclass in boxing skill and strategy. While Berlanga came into the fight with power and confidence, it was Canelo's experience, patience, and technical brilliance that ultimately won the day. This fight will go down in history as another example of why Canelo is considered one of the greatest boxers of all time. As always, the future remains bright for the Mexican champion, and fans can't wait to see what's next. Let me know if you'd like further adjustments. Canelo Alvarez, the legendary 4-division world champion, has once again proven why he's considered one of the greatest boxers in history. This time, the Mexican fighter defeated the undefeated Edgar Berlanga, adding another victory to his already impressive record of 62 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses in 66 fights. Canelo's unanimous decision victory over Berlanga further cemented his legacy, showcasing his technical brilliance and ability to adapt, learn, and grow in the ring. Edgar Berlanga, a 26-year-old rising star from Puerto Rico, entered the fight with high expectations. Known for his knockout power, Berlanga had built his reputation with 16 straight first-round knockouts in his first 16 fights. His impressive knockout streak earned him the nickname the Chosen One. In the build-up to the fight, Berlanga repeatedly boasted that he would destroy Canelo Alvarez. Fans even heard him say, "Damn Canelo, damn Mexico," as he walked towards the ring on fight night, brimming with confidence. However, once the bell rang, it became clear that Canelo's